Hi friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kayla. I'm 35 years old. I live in New York City, and today we are doing a bookshelf tour. I'm not gonna lie, I am a little nervous about this because my bookshelves are not as organized as I would want them to be right now. They're currently feeling like a little bit of a mess and not nearly as organized as I would want them to be. But hey, we're just gonna be honest here and show them as they are. The truth is, there are books pretty much everywhere in my apartment. Currently in the living room, there are books in like every corner of this room. There are also books in the bedroom and books also in the office space. So I'll give you a little tour of everything we have going on, starting right here. Okay, we are starting off in the living room with these shelves right here. When I first moved into the apartment, I had this as my nonfiction area. And as time has gone on, I've needed the space for fiction books as well. So they're now all mixed in together. Yes, I do color code my books. I know that is very controversial and people have a lot of opinions on them. For me, it makes me happy. I like how they look. I'm gonna stick to it for now. Of all my shelves, I feel like this one is the most styled, that there's still some actual open space and little cute accoutrement throughout. Hidden back here, we actually have the bib from when I ran the New York City Marathon in 2015. I cannot believe that was 10 years ago. We also have this cute photo of me and my bestie on the California Screaming. My friend Poi makes these gorgeous paper flowers and I absolutely love peonies, so always love having these around the apartment. This is also my journal that I created. Here's where I have my little stack of extras in the apartment. When it comes to what books I keep in my apartment versus the books that I donate, I don't know if I necessarily have a hard and fast rule. Some of it is if I think I would read or refer to the book again. Some of it is if it has sentimental value. And some of it is just vibes. I don't have a lot of dark spine books. I think as someone that reads a lot of romance, only every once in a blue moon is a book that I read something with a black spine. So it's that little section right here. I'm not very big on coffee table books and I kind of try to stop myself from them, but I do have some Broadway themed ones. The L Word I actually got for my friend and need to give to him the next time he is in New York. The George R.R. Martin book is my fiance's. It's actually funny, when he was moving in and before I officially announced it, this was up on the shelf and I was joking that if anyone spotted it, they would know that a boy was definitely moving in with me because that would not be my book. I also have my vinyl Hamilton and In the Heights here because it doesn't fit in these little under things, which is where I keep all my albums. Let's move on to the bedroom. I think this shelf behind me is my favorite of the shelves, and it's also where I take a lot of photos and record a lot of video, so I feel like it's my neatest and most curated spot in the apartment. These shelves were actually here when I moved in, and I don't love the distance between them. The books are stacked pretty high, but I haven't figured out how to fix it yet. I think I need to buy more slats of wood essentially and add, there's like little peg holes here. So I know I can fix this, I just have not gone through the process of actually doing it. I feel like this bottom corner is where all my Ellen Hilderbrand books end up because they are all blue. What's that? Another Harry Styles thing. I know. You're shocked. I'm gonna take you to the other bookshelf, which you've probably never seen before because I never show it on social media and it's a bit of a hot mess. This bookshelf is definitely more function over aesthetic because I sleep on this side of the bed, so this is my bedside table as well. You can literally see retainer case, glasses, the book I'm currently reading and all my journals, all of that good stuff. I probably could find a better way to organize this, but so it goes. I feel like I'm not supposed to say this, but this is my shameful pile of abandoned books that I've started and can't bring myself to officially DNF, but also can't bring myself to finish just yet. I would say of the books in the bedroom, quickly looking at it, I've read probably 90% of these books, and they're books that I either love and knew I wanted to keep, know I would. For the most part, everything in the bedroom is fiction, which was by design. I would say I've also read probably close to 90% of the books in this room. Let's mosey on over to the office. I don't even know if I should show you these shelves, but I'm going to. These shelves are above my desk area. I used to have it really organized as nonfiction books and kind of marketing, craft, and just like inspirational books. But there was construction being done on the other side of this wall, and the books were literally falling on top of me while I worked at my desk. So I moved them and I never quite reorganized them. So right now, this is my stack of writing related books because I am attempting to write a book. I say that very loosely. We do have the remains of these like inspirational books and then some cute kind of artsy stuff. We also have, it is literally just a basket full of notebooks because I'm a notebook hoarder. And of course we got a vision board. What a surprise. The shelf behind me is probably one of my most frequently asked about things in the apartment. No, it is not just a stack of books. It is in fact a shelf. Right now, I would consider this my TBR pile. It's not the books that I am prioritizing right now because I'm deep in my summer book reading obsession, but they are like next up after that. So I think I'm gonna get to a lot of these in the fall. Also, for some reason, Sushi Go lives right here. So the shelves behind me are a newer addition. When my partner moved in, we realized between the two of us, we have some books. We have a lot of books. And we decided to build it as a built-in around the TV. We ended up doing it with Closet Factory because it was a lot cheaper than working with more of like a contractor type thing. And they were able to design this really incredible custom built-in, and I love it. And it's kind of, I don't even remember what this room looked like without it. It feels like it was always here all along. Unfortunately, Jeremy is not here to give you a tour of his bookshelf, so I will have to do. And I believe he likes to organize his one based on just like what fits together, but he does try to keep authors and vibes together. Like this whole corner up here is the Robert Jordan section. We got some Fonda Lee as well as R.F. Kuang. There are 1, 2, 3 shelves of Brandon Sanderson books, and then some additional ones on other shelves as well. I wish I could tell you what the story with these special editions are. I just know that they are, in fact, special. Yep, that's all I got for you. This shelf gets a lot of questions because these are Jeremy's shelves. And yes, he did decide to display Fourth Wing, Iron Flame, and Onyx Storm. He has read all 3. I think he likes them more than I do, to be honest. And because they are the special edition and everything but the Fourth Wing are signed, he deemed them worthy of being on this shelf. I actually put my Every Summer After up there as a joke. I wanted to see how long it would take for him to notice. It took all of 2 minutes, but in my defense, it is his favorite romance because he hasn't really read any other romances. Maybe if we ask nicely, Jeremy will come and give you an actual tour of these bookshelves himself because I clearly don't know what I'm talking about. Over here is what I would call my chaos pile. Originally, there was nothing up here originally. That's actually what was true. We wanted this to be a seating area, and clearly that is not happening. So below is TBR stuff, books that I know I want to eventually get to. And then the top were some of the more urgent TBR, a lot of the summary books, and things that I know I want to read sooner rather than later. And those are the bookshelves of the apartment. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me know if you have any spot that you want me to do a deeper dive into. Be sure to like this video and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.